So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Colorado Ranger, 1950. Giving it 1 out of 5 stars. This flick. It's got a lot of the same people in the last 3-4 reviews that I've done. Colorado Ranger is a 1950 Western U.S. film starring Jimmy Shamrock Ellison and directed by Thomas Carr, who did the Superman serial. Production companies is Lippert Pictures, distributed by Lippert Pictures in the U.S. and exclusive in the U.K. Release date May 12th, 1950. Running time 59 minutes. Gets a 5.1 out of 10 on IMDb. Only 63 ratings. Very obscure flick. Of course, because this is my channel. I do it. I watch movies so that you don't have to. Shamrock, Lucky, and the Colonel arrive in Cactus Junction, where they are given badges by the sheriff, and they are offered money by Morgan to drive the ranchers off the land. Instead, they bring in the outlaw Loco Joe and 2 of his henchmen. Dissatisfied with the original 3, Morgan now makes the same offer to the 3 outlaws. That's what the synopsis says on IMDb. I'm not sure how accurate that is. I didn't really follow the storyline. Which is written by Maurice Van Auken, M. Van Auken at a1access.net. For those of you keeping track, give proper credit to Mr. Van Auken. Gunning for Justice, thrilling action on bullet-blasted peaks of the Rockies. That's what the original poster says. I'm not too impressed by the movie poster. More like this. Crooked River, which I reviewed. Hostile Country, which I reviewed. Marshal of El Dorado, which I reviewed. And Code of the West, which I have not reviewed, gets the highest rating, 5.9 out of 10. This is a remake of the Marines Are Coming. Really? What does the Marines Are Coming have to do with Colorado Ranger? It's a 1934 movie that I never heard of. Not sure what a Western has to do with a war film. If it's the Marines, it must be a war film, right? I'm confused. Anyways, the feature review is from can't even read this. It says Rev. Dr. Cack, August 24th, 2006, is the author of the featured review on IMDb. This person's giving it a 5 out of 10. The title of the review is Rangers to the Rescue. This 1950 Western film features former Hopalong Cassidy sidekicks Jimmy Ellison and Russ Hayden as lawmen hired to nail a couple of crooked gallots, terrorizing a community with the help of Raymond Hatton. They face violent retaliation with fierce determination. Hatton's role as the colonel was the highlight of the film. The 3 leads work well together, and the film is fairly interesting with a decent supporting cast, including the prolific George Chesebro. All of them are prolific. All of these actors. I mean, they've been in like 500 Westerns, these people. Despite the low budget and familiar plot, I enjoyed seeing these familiar faces in a film together. While not a classic B, Western fans will find this one worth a look. I Stanford Jolley was in Ed Wood film, so was Bud Osborne. I don't think Bud Osborne was in this one, Colorado Ranger, but he was in the 3 previous ones, I think, that I reviewed today. I reviewed 4 movies. Unbelievable production today. And I went to a very long Latin Mass, but I split. I didn't try to hang out with my son's future wife. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, but maybe I'll take a chance and say, hey, like, can you get to know my son better? I'm going to be my son's wingman at church. All right, let's go down my list. This movie was boring. It was stupid. It wasn't funny. The only highlight is when the baby's like holding a gun. But the baby is too weak to pull the trigger. You don't see movies like that anymore. They don't make them. They don't make them like they used to. Let's see what we got on my list here. We've got Wild Weed, 1949. A little change of pace here. Strangers of the Evening, 1932. Zazu Pitts. Renegade, Lorenzo Lamas, TV show. Devil's Partner, 1961. And Fist of Glory, 1991. The Karate Man recommendation. Nobody in the chat room today? Nobody wants to see my Western reviews today. I thought Adrian was into Westerns, but he's probably on one of his drinking binges again. Beginning of the day, twist of the cap. End of the day, puke-filled lap. Right, Adrian? Yeah, it's been a long day. I guess I'll watch Wild Weed. Laters.